Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Block taking the snap at 1. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ito Smith, his first carry, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. To throw is Ryan. And this will be incomplete.
Ryan's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete, Okuebuna. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returning it, here's Spencer. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 27.
The first update now out of Jacksonville. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long because, remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Block working out of the gun. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. The 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
It's a gain of 56 yards.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Going for it all. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos.
Noah Fant. Touchdown.
Noah Fant with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Falcons 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Falcons take over 1st and 10. at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Broncos 14. Falcons 7.
On first down, it's Gurley. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Todd Gurley, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
45.
From the 36, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Jones has it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down. Completion.
Up second and 2 at the Broncos' 26-yard line.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Ryan will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
20. Lucky. Hey, 59, ready.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
On the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quick.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Airing it out for Hamilton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Hamler now on the return.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
3-yard line.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. All day, punk. 97's the mic.
From the gun, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And got his man complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock.
And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos.
Touchdown Denver.
Noah Fant with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, Ridley.
To throw again. Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
45, Mike, 45. We own them. We own them.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Back to you. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. I got you. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Watch the slam. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. And we have it.
Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Locke to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And returning it, here's Hamler. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled out a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
14 yards brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Got it. 45. Hey, 59, ready. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 37.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
54, south.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
On the carry.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get that ball. Get that ball. 97's the mic. 97. Hey, check. Get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Space. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Here I come.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
45. Got it. What we got? 20.
Here's Ryan. Complete to Jones.
Ryan.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, South. 45. We ain't giving them nothing today. Check 45 to Mike. 21. Come on. You better bring it.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
51, South.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Now a handoff for Gurley.
The handoff to...
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
By Cameron Wake. A gain of 4.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. All right. Let's go. 11. Gun. 51. Check 25. 21. Check 13. Check cross.
Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Big stop. Let's go. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Check. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Let's go. Get up.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off at the 15. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The Broncos.
So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Bronco ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Block working out of the gun. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Block now to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, it's Locke. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The multiple-time Pro Bowler Eric Berry, the one who came charging up to make the stop. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Let's make these babies cry all the way, man. Base, base. Check, 45 to mine. We got it.
Sometimes you need a phone, one to keep your
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Check, 21.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
59, ready. Mike 25. 22. 45. Mike 45. Got it. 45, 45, Mike 45. Check. 45.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Complete to Hayden.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. The open man is Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
To Calvin Ridley. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check it out, please. Hey, check. Watch out. 22.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. That's strong running. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run. It's Gurley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Brought down back.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
45 the mic. 45 the mic. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. The 20. Jones has it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Ryan. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans are holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And he's able to put it through.
That will tie the game, 28 all. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Lock to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really